we are going to make tulips, and I think this one is pretty easy. We are going to use a Sempertex 260, and this one is lime green. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to inflate 6 pumps of air. And you want to release some air before tying. Good morning. Okay, now I am going to grab a Sempertex fuchsia. Let me double check. Yes, this one is a solid fuchsia, and I'm going to pump 5 pumps of air. And release some air before tying. So with the green one, I'm going to fold it over to create a, looks like a petal. We're going to take that nozzle and put it right through, and that'll lock it in place. And we're going to create another one. So we have 2. Somebody says, let's go. We're going to fold it over, and we are going to create a 3rd. So now you will have this. Now I'm going to take my pink, my fuchsia, and just wrap it around a couple of times. So now we end up with that. Oh, and I will show you to make this curly bow afterwards as well. We're going to put all of the tulips together and make a bouquet. So now I would say that's about maybe a 6-finger bubble. Give your balloon a squeeze. You're going to fold it over. You're going to measure it, twist it, and then bring it right around one of your leaves. Now we have this. Now we're going to bring it back up. We are going to measure. And we're going to pull it over. We are going to measure another bubble to be the same size or close to it. So you'll have this. Now you're going to bring that down and wrap that around a leaf. And give your balloon a squeeze. Now we're going to bring it back up again. Measure it, and we're going to pull it, and we're going to measure on this side. So we have this. Now we're going to bring that and wrap it around that way. funny, I will fix that. So I'm just going to snip the end. I feel like this one didn't come out right. Okay. These guys are buried inside. Okay, I made a mess up on this one. Don't want it to pop. Okay, I fixed it. I just pulled it out. Now with this piece, I am going to pull it right over the top, tightly, and then just push it in. And we have a tulip. I'm going to take a 260 Sempertex lime green, and these are sponsored by Balloons.online. 6 pumps of air. And release some air before tying. And let me just show you the end. You're going to squeeze. We are going to fold it over like this. Twist it. Grab that little nozzle and pour it right through the center. And give it a squeeze again. Fold it over. Twist it. So now we should have 2. And we're going to fold it over and twist it again. So now we should have 3. And now I'm going to take another 260. This one is just fashion pink. 5 pumps of air. Release some air before tying. And now we're going to tie that pink. Not tie it, we're just going to wrap it around the green. And there we go. Make yourself a bubble. I'd say it's about 6 fingers. And we're going to bring it back down. Measure it so that it's about the same size. And now I'm going to bring it around this set of leaves. And now we should be here. Then we are going to make a bubble. We're going to pull it over, measure and make another bubble. So I'm going to give it a squeeze. So we have this. Now I'm going to wrap it around this set of leaves. Give it a squeeze, and we should be here. Now I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to measure. I'm going to pull it to bring it around to the other side. Measure another bubble. And now I'm going to pull this around this set of leaves. No, baby, you can't go on the computer. No, 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 no. We got the boots here, if anybody's wondering about the boots, babies. Boots distracted me. Good morning. Now we need to snip that end. This one to check if I need to adjust anything. I think everything is okay. I'm going to take this and pull it right over the top. I'm pulling it tightly and then releasing it inside. And we should have this. And I just realized I lost some petals on this one. So I am going to first repair that. I've always got to do repairs. We don't need much. So I am just going to tie it in. Sorry, I'm not tying it, I'm just wrapping it and then pulling it through there. Give that a little snip, snip. Hopefully the rest doesn't break. I'm going to make one petal. Whenever you can avoid tying, avoid it. It saves your fingers. There, now that one is new and improved. I am going to inflate. Let's do that after. Put them together. Good morning. And thank you, Fun Things. So now we want to bring all 12 of our tulips together. Hey, you weren't supposed to do that. We need a bigger table. Thank you very much, K-Joy. I think 12 is going to be plenty enough. That's how your day always seems to go. Falling apart. Okay. I'm going to put you back. Because I need to make a 260 to go around. Yeah. What's the matter, Bootsy Boots? I am not sure how big I'm going to need this, so I will cut it. But watching you helps. Awesome. That is great, Beth. Okay, let's get all of these balloons. I think this will probably be the easiest way. Okay. No, they're not too bad. They're not too sore. Okay, let's see. I think I could too. You never get mad? Oh, I used to. But I've learned to calm it down. Ron gave me that calmness. Okay, let's see. This is just, hold on, not tight enough. This is just gonna hold it. Hello, hello. We will snip that. We'll leave that long piece in case we need it. You know, I'm just trying to get them all at the right levels. You like it, fun things? Thank you very much. We will have to adjust the stems after. But for now, I think I like it. How long will it last? Just a few days, maybe longer. If you add high float, it'll last for weeks. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Noisy balloons. Okay, we need to make a bow. So this is the bow that I made earlier, just fooling around. So I think we will do it the same way. So back to the fuchsia 260s, and we are going to need 3. And for the pink 260, we'll need 1. So I have a 260 and a 160. It would be much better if I used a pink, but I didn't grab them out. So I am just using a black, but like I said, the pink would be much better because you will be able to see the black. You agree, Moon? Okay, so now I have the 160 inside the 260. And then you're going to go to the end. And you're going to tie the 2 of them together. Now that is locked in. When you put your inflator, your balloon on your inflator, you want to hold where the 160 is. So your 160 is right here. I'm going to hold that and then inflate. And this is the only way I know how to make curlies. I cannot figure out how to do it the other way. But it works. So I just released a bunch of air so it's nice and soft. And I tie the 2 together at the end. Then over here, it already went in, but you can just push the end piece in. Thank you, Steph. And we have a curly. And if you take a look, you can see that 160. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. There we go. Now you could see the 160 inside. So it is recommended to use the same color. So I'm going to do that one more time. I have the 260 and a 160. Thank you so much. We are going to put the 160 right in the 260. Sometimes you can just kind of push it in, and then other times you're going to grab and pull. So now she is inside. Then you're going to go to the end. Make sure that you can feel that 160 and tie the 2 ends together just like that. And now they are joined. Again, I'm going to inflate it. And I'm going to keep my finger on that 160. You don't want that to go up inside the balloon. And sometimes they come out different. Release some air. Good morning, Ritzy Rose. And I'm going to tie it. Now this end has that piece sticking out. I am just pushing it in. It's going to look like that. And this one came really funny. So I will fix it, hopefully. So now we have two curlies. They're not exactly the same, that's okay. Let's see if I can make it a little more curly. And now I'm going to go back to the fuchsia. I don't remember how many pumps I put. What makes it spiral? I believe it is the friction of that 160. It really pulls on. Okay, I put 7 pumps of air. You're very welcome. And I released some air, if you heard. And now I'm just going to tie it. So we have this. And we're going to fold it right in the middle. Like that. And then loop it through. So we have this. Now I'm going to take the pink 260 and let's see how many pumps. Let's do 6 pumps of air in this one. Sorry. Thank you very much. I agree. I love these two pinks together. Okay, we are going to make a bubble about this size. I don't know what that is, maybe 8 or 9 fingers. And we're going to make a loop. So we should have this. Give it a squeeze. Make a small bubble. So you have that. Now you're going to grab that small bubble and you are going to pinch twist. So we should have this. Now we are going to make another bubble like this one. So I like to measure it like this. Give that a squeeze to try to make it the same size-ish. I'm going going to tie that off. You're going to cut that. Let's cut that nozzle off of there. I could have made my little bubble a little bigger in the middle, but that's good. I will get it to work. So you end up with this. Now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to place that right in the middle. And I didn't cut this off, but I'm going to just snip it a bit because there was air locked in there. So we're going to place that on top, and we're going to wrap that piece around your pinch tips. You might want to fool with it a bit. Why are you going back there? Once I get the curlies on, it'll all go into place. So we're looking at something like this. I am making a bow that will kind of look like this. Yes, thank you, Seymour. Can we tap the screen? Share. So now I am just going to take this, the curlies, and I'm going to wrap that right around and let it go. I'm going to take the other one and do the same thing. And now we want to fix it. It's only my second time making one of these. Okay, Minnie. Okay, Mooney. Enough. Just very vocal today. Okay. Mooney. I didn't have to do this much fooling around with the other one. But of course it has to give me a hard time. I'm here. Always. So I think this one came out pretty perfect. This one wants to go back. Why? Okay. And these are some bows. I think I definitely like the first one I made better than this one. I think it was all because of my pinched bows. I needed to be bigger, I think. And my curls are a little too long. So I will try to curl them a little smaller. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Bows. I think I'm going to use this one on the design. Okay. I think we're going to make another one of these. Fuchsias to go around. Minnie, are you being silly? Yeah. You are being super silly. You love, love, love them? Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so I am just going to wrap another 260 around here. Always when it does that, I think it's going to pop. So I'm going to wrap the nozzle around there to lock it in place while I snip. Going to tie these two together. I knew there was going to be a pop. I knew it. Okay. Going to inflate another 260 fuchsia. This time no popping allowed. I release some air first. Yep, that's Mooney saying hello. Now she's going to be even more noisy for laughter. Okay. So, I want it to be a little bit more tighter. And I'm just going to take this nozzle, wrap it around. I'm going to hold that and snip that and tie it. Now what I was going to say before the balloons popped is I'm going to tie these two together. And then the bow is going to go right over here. Is that what you think she was saying? She's not going to go. And we are going to tie off all of these. it's better if I snip the end to release the air and then tie it. Yeah, that's much better. I was getting these little bubbles happening. Clean up in aisle hallway. Good morning. These are Sempertex, and I used lime green, fuchsia, and pink. And Moon is being quiet now. She's probably just laying down. Usually when I make a bouquet, I try to make it that the stems are all the same size. But for this one, I think we're going to leave it as is. We shall see. One more left. No, two. And also last night on YouTube, I released the video of the pot of gold. So it's a much shorter than the live replay. The live replay, I believe, was almost 3 hours. The edited version is 1 hour and 12 minutes. How did I end up with all those pinks, the fuchsias? Gotta break it up a little bit. Noisy, noisy balloons. Okay, let's add our bow. Yeah. So we are going to take this piece that I didn't cut, and we are just going to wrap it carefully around the bow. And I forgot to trim this. And this. So what do you guys think? For Mother's Day, or for a birthday, or for any day? And up close. And I think 12 tulips was a perfect number. And this didn't take us too long this morning. Things are much faster when you're not teaching. Thank you guys so much. I love it.